Okay, we are recording. So welcome to our team call, Team Infinity, and it is the 2nd of the 2nd. I love double numbers, so it's going to be an amazing day today, the 2nd of the 2nd, 2019. So really exciting times. We are 8 weeks away from Momentum, and we don't have the venue actually confirmed yet, but it is in the CBD of Melbourne. So we're currently looking at accommodation at the Adina Apartments, which is 88 Collins Street. So we can, if you want accommodation, we can all pull together for that. So couple of really cool things that I want to share with you today is around social media. And as you guys know, I suppose been in marketing for a while now. And I've been learning so much about how we can actually promote our business online through a thing called attraction marketing. So attraction marketing, I guess I'll use an analogy. If you think of someone going fishing versus someone going hunting. So when someone's going hunting, they've, got the sniper or the rifle or whatever gun thing they use. You can tell I don't do hunting, can't you? Did you want to share that part? But they're going to track the animal. They know who they're targeting, and then they're going to shoot that animal, right? Versus, and that's how traditionally most people share our business in network marketing. They're going hunting. So they're actually targeting a specific person. They're going after that person. So the other side is, if you think about fishing, when you go fishing, my dad was a fisherman, so I can do this one. You throw out some bait, you burley up, and then you throw out a line with some bait on it that's attractive, and then people are going to, be attracted. They're going to nibble, and then eventually they're going to bite the line. You set the hook, and then you reel them in. So that's exactly what attraction marketing is for our business. You put out a little bit of burley, you throw out a line, you give them something so it's all about creating curiosity, and then you're waiting for the fish to bite. So they're actually coming to you, and then you just got to reel them in. And it's a completely different way. And you need to do both in this business. I'm not saying you do one or the other. You need to do both. And when I started, from day one, I did both. So I actually set myself up a Facebook page when I first started called Travelpreneur, and I invited 100 people to like it. I probably invited more than 100, but within 24 hours, I had 100 likes on that page. And from that, I had all these people reaching out to me going, what's this travel thing? What are you doing? And so from that, oh my gosh, well, what are you doing on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock? We've got a webinar, jump on and check it out. And that's all I did for the first 5 months, was do that. And I would text people and say, hey, when are you free this week to catch up for a coffee? And that was it. That was my whole 2 strategies. And every morning, what I did is I sent 2 messages on Messenger to someone who I wanted to hunt. And so I basically just, so let's say there was Vera, we hadn't talked forever, and you popped up on my Facebook page, I'd send her a message. Hey Vera, how you going? Oh my gosh, we haven't talked for ages. What's happening in your world? Blah, 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 blah. Hey, we haven't spoken forever. Like, when's a good time this week? Let's catch up for a chat. Now, if she was local, we'd catch up for a coffee, but because I know Vera's in Auckland, let's catch up for a virtual coffee and we'll have a chat. And that's all I did. And then I invited them onto the webinars, because we had 2 webinars a week, because back then I wasn't even presenting. So it was really simple. So coming back to the attraction marketing, basically it's creating curiosity. So coming back to the fishing analogy, you don't jump out of the boat, tackle the fish and ram the bait down their throat. Like, that would be weird, right? But that's
entertaining,
but hilarious. But that's how so many people try and do this business, instead of just creating curiosity, putting out some bait. So like with Noel yesterday, like Noel is a freaking insanely amazing hunter when it comes to this business, but he didn't know how to do the fishing. He didn't know how to create curiosity. So I just want to share, and I'm going to share my screen here. This is just going to blow you away. So Noel, as we know, isn't the best person with technology. But I know he's got a following. So I thought, okay, we sat right here. So Noel was where Paul was sitting. And I said, okay, I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. So this is the video that I shared in that chat yesterday, and I posted it up because this page used to be called the Empire Hotel. So he already had a page with like 900 people following him. And so we just changed the name, and you can see up here, I changed the cover photo. So say yes to new adventures. That golf course, by the way, is in Cabo, Mexico. So if you guys are coming to Mexico with us in June, Paul's looking for some golf buddies. I'll be drinking cocktails. So go back down here. So you can see here I shared that post of Noel's, and that got a heap of likes and interest. And now look at this one. So this is this video that we did yesterday. So all it says here is from homeless and broke to living the dream. What are your dreams and goals? Make 2019 your best year yet. Join us and get paid to travel the world. Cheers and beers, Noel. So people know that Noel had the pub. The pub's closed, he's broke, and that's just going to create curiosity, right? They're going to be thinking, what the heck is he doing now? So check this out. Noel, it's now had 637 views. One video that we posted less than 24 hours ago. That went live at 1:11 yesterday afternoon. So like, video is so powerful for your business. Now, we posted that. Noel had a phone call within half an hour of someone going, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm in. Like, sign me up. How do I get into this thing? If you're doing it, I'm doing it. And it's just so powerful. So that's one example. Now, you guys know that I'm always saying we should do Facebook Lives. So I've actually been getting mentored by John and Nadia Melton, who were in a different network marketing company. I actually don't know what company they're in. It's a product company, but they're 7-figure earners. So they're earning more than $1 million. And I think they're actually in the top 10 paid network marketers in the entire world across all industries. They got recognized on stage. So, you know, there'd be someone that you'd want to learn from, right? If they're in the top 10 earners of the entire world. And the thing that they teach is a live video a day keeps the paychecks coming your way. And I thought that that was pretty cool. So I started doing live videos, and at first it's like, well, what the heck do you do videos on? And they're like, figure it out. What are you passionate about? And it's not ramming the business down people's throat, because that would be jumping in the water and, you know, jamming the bait down. Again, it's creating curiosity. So as you all know, I have been, we've had the kids out of school for the last, oops, hang on, this is the jeepers. I've got 3 pages open because there were 3 things I wanted to share with you. All these pop-ups. All right, so you can see here, this is a live video that I did yesterday. 5 words from my millionaire mentor that totally changed my life forever. Now check this out. That's had 283 views. Now the 5 words were walk away from the stress. And we heard that from one of the trainers that spoke on stage at boot camp year before last. And it was that event where we came home, sold everything, pulled the kids out of school, and the kids and I went to New Zealand for 8 weeks to do the pre-launch before New Zealand actually officially opened. Now, so in this video, I talk about walking away from the stress and how we don't have that stress of the school morning routine anymore. And I've had 3 people from that one video reach out and go, oh my gosh, like, I just want to know more about how are you doing this? And of course, now that's 3 brand new people that I can talk to about World Ventures, and they've come to me. So that's that fishing again. I'm not hunting those people, they're coming to me. Now, the third one, and this is the totally like spin out crazy one, and I was sharing this with Noel because, you know, you take action, and sometimes you don't see the results, but it's like you're putting that $1 a day in your bank account and then it seems like you're not getting anywhere, and then all of a sudden it turns into $1 million. And it's the same with this business. It's taking those daily actions, and even though you don't see a result, then all of a sudden, boom, it all just blows up. So this guy here, Caleb Maddox. Now, I'm sure you've all had a sponsored post in your newsfeed at some time. So what happens with a sponsored post is somebody, in this case, Caleb, was paying for a post to go out to a specific market. And I was one of the people that was in his sponsored post. So if we have a look, this is his post. My dad paid me $20 for every personal growth book I read when I was 7. And it made me a millionaire by the time I was 16. We all know the impact personal growth can have. The impact it has on kids is even crazier. Now there's finally relatable, entertaining, powerful personal growth for kids. It's called Apex for Kids, an extremely limited time. You can join for just $7. And of course, then, you know, you watch the video. Now, I don't know how many times you guys have thought this, but Paul and I have had this conversation probably 1,000 times when we read a book or we go to an event, we learn something around personal development. Oh my gosh, I wish I learned this when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, imagine if they taught this stuff in schools. So we've been introducing our kids to this stuff anyway. Alana can't stand Tony Robbins' voice. She can't stand Jim Rohn's voice because it's like, I don't know, a middle-aged man. Like, it's not targeted at kids, right? So it's not as relatable. So what happened is this guy starts having all these people message him asking how he did it, because he made his first million by the time he was 16. He got interviewed on a news show. The video went viral, 4 million views overnight. That same video today has had over 18 million views. So again, it's showing the power of video. So how this links back to me, so he is sponsoring, he's paying for this post to go out to people like us who love personal development, who want to introduce personal development for their kids, right? So I check it out and I join up. So look at this. I write a comment, just a comment on his sponsored post. He's paying for it. I've just done a comment. So, and this isn't up to date because I know that there's a lot more likes now. I wonder if I can refresh that. Doesn't matter. I don't know. I'm going to hit F5. Oh, no, that's... Okay. Oh, here we go. It worked. Well done, baby. My technology king here. So you can see here that the post has had 2,100 likes, 440 comments, 448 shares. The video has been viewed 189,000 times. So little Kylie Cordy, big Kylie Cordy, does a post here. So I write a comment on his post. I love this, Caleb. I've been saying for years that personal development needs to be introduced for kids, and I wish personal development, especially mindset, was taught in schools to the point that we pulled my 2 children, 8 and 11, out of school. We're now world schooling them as we travel the world. I've lost count of how many times I've said, I wished I learned that when I was a kid. Well done. I'm excited to integrate your Apex for Kids program into our world schooling program. I think my cherubs will be more excited listening to your young and excited voice than they do listening to Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins. Ha ha. I'd love to connect with other mums and dads whose children are also doing this program. Feel free to reply to this comment or reach out to me personally. Let's connect our entrepreneurial kids and see what they can create together. Anything is possible. Look at this. My comment has had 144 likes and reactions. I have now had, as of last night, I wrote down everyone that's reached out and asked me for information. So I've now had 21 on that page, 19 on that page, another 7 on that page, and I've woken up this morning to another 12 people who've asked me for information. And these are now all people, because the first one says here, I think more people would take their kids out of school and travel the world if they could afford it. I know I would. So I've replied, hey, Tasha, I will PM you and share how we are doing it. We figured out how to live a millionaire's lifestyle on a shoestring budget. And if we can do it, I know you can too. It all starts with a dream. Kylie Cordy, awesome. I would be interested. I guess my first thought would be, how do you afford those flights? So then all these other people are saying, Kylie Cordy, I would like to know too. Kylie Cordy, what are you doing? Please share with me. Kylie Cordy, me too, please. Kylie Cordy, also interested in learning how you do this. Kylie Cordy, who wouldn't want to know this? I do. Kylie Cordy, I'm curious. First time I hear a story like yours. And there are so many of these people, look at them, all asking me for information. And that is from one comment on one sponsored post, which is insane. So I'll stop sharing my screen. And pretty crazy, right? So that is attraction marketing. And the other side of it is just creating posts or content that, and Terry does this really well, creating posts that are inspiring, you know, that people start looking at your Facebook wall because you're living the dream, you're inspiring, you're someone that they want to follow. So, you know, it's so powerful what you can create in social media in a really, really short time frame. And, you know, Paul and I, we sat down and did a strategy after our call last week, and we said, right, to hit marketing director for my birthday, which is the 10th of March, like, we need to work with our existing team, but we also need to put in like another 20 personals. We've got to find a whole heap of new leads. How are we going to do that? And we chose social media as our strategy. Now, the post with Caleb, we just got lucky, you know, but as Noel and I were talking about yesterday, the harder you work, the luckier you get. You know, all of those people that you reach out to and you're sharing and you're sharing and you're sharing, doing your posts and they're not getting results, and you're doing more posts and you don't get results, and then boom, you get one where you nail it, and then like that's now over 150 people that have actually reached out and asked me for information about how we're traveling the world. So that's the power. So don't stop hunting to just do attraction marketing. Keep hunting, but layer the attraction marketing over the top. Now, I know you were going to add something.
Oh, just when we strategized after the call last week, you know, we were really working on, you know, what niche market that we needed to go after. And, you know, it's such a broad business. There isn't a perfect person. You know, the perfect person is, like Noel keeps saying, it's just somebody who's looking. So they can come from any background, any age, you know, any demographic. It's just, there isn't, so it's really hard to niche that down. But anyway, we worked on that. We worked through that.
For 3 hours.
And we you know, we got it pretty clear, I guess. And then I guess this is how crazy the universe works. You know, we narrowed it down, but I guess there was still 2 or 3 niches that were in our sights, I guess. And then this post that Kylie's commented on with this young fella, it's just like the niches come out of the woodwork and slapped us in the face. It's like, okay, that's what we need. That's the one.
Yeah. So now my niche is busy mums who want a balanced bucket list life and world school their kids. So it's mums who are aged between 35 and 55 who, you know, they want to live an out of the box life. You know, they want balance. They want to walk away from the stress. They want to be able to, you know, take their kids around the world and world school them so they can learn history and geography from where it happened. So now I've got goosebumps. Like, we are so clear. Now, it took me 3.5 years to figure out who my niche was because I just wanted to help everybody. But what happens when it comes to attraction marketing is marketing can only speak to one person. So when you are doing a post, you just need to pick a niche. Now, normally your niche is who you were 5 years ago. You know, it's who you used to be. It's the caterpillar, and you've now transitioned to the butterfly, and it's you become the bridge to help those caterpillars, you know, turn into butterflies because you've done that. So now you're helping them do the same. But it doesn't have to be that way. Like, you know, but the biggest thing when I did the branding challenge with John and Nadia Melton, and I teach this stuff in marketing. Like everybody always says, you need a niche, pick your niche, the narrower your niche, the more you get paid. And I suppose it was the only thing that I hadn't done. And I was like, oh, okay, Paul, we've got to work through this. We have to pick this bloody niche. And it took us a while.
And just for the entertainment value, I was the one asking questions of Kylie, and she wouldn't answer the bloody questions. It's like she would answer the questions with a question. It's like, no, answer the bloody question. It was quite entertaining.
So can I ask a question that you'll answer, Kylie?
Yes, and I was actually just going to say, so now, over to you guys. Ask questions.
So there's the question, Paul. Kylie, can I ask you a question that you will answer? Hey, listen, just a couple of questions. I've just got the audio book completed, and one of my things this weekend was to start pushing it out there, to obviously move the book, but also develop those connections.
Yeah.
So you're suggesting video, and really where I've come from to where I am with the book today is really the niche market. You mentioned the young guy. That's a paid promotional post. Is that through Facebook?
Yeah. So to do a sponsored post on Facebook, you have to have a fan page. So we've got a couple of pages. So Noel had his Empire Hotel page, which we just we renamed it to the Empire of Fun and Travel. So I think you've got an Unleash Your Dreams page, don't you, Terry?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them, Kylie. I've got Unleash Your Dreams, and I've got several hundred people who like it. And the part that pisses me off with Facebook is they don't let me connect with them anymore.
No.
Right.
No.
And but by the way, I've been sending out the messages to people with the free audio and the link. Facebook has banned me 4 times in the last 3 days.
So because what they want is they want you to do a sponsored post.
Yeah.
Now here's the crazy part. Actually, I'll share my screen and I'll show you. This is how simple it is. So for Vera and Nancy, if you guys don't have a page, I would suggest setting up your own page. So I'll just open up a new Facebook tab because, I may as well have Facebook open 5 times. I might just have to shrink that for a second. Facebook. Oops. Okay. So you can see now, I'm just now on my personal page. Can you guys all see that? Yep. Okay. So to set up your own page, you've got a little drop down box here. And so you just scroll down and see how it says create page. So you literally just click create page. Create pages has moved. Now you can, all right, follow the bouncing ball. Where did it say it was? New groups. Oh, now I can't find it. More manage pages. Oh, here, create a page. So you're just going to click create a page and then literally just follow the bouncing ball. So you can see we've got a whole bunch of pages. So Kylie Cordy, Laptop Lifestyle Queen, that's my more coaching focused page. So that's basically targeting women entrepreneurs who want to build their business online. So that's all about mindset and marketing. My travel page, Paul and I have together, which is Travelpreneur. So with this one, we're basically posting travel, inspiration, freedom kind of type posts. And because we're doing it together, I'm just going to make that go there. We've got our cover photo. So it's a fun photo of both of us together that says, do you love holidays? And I've got the same cover photo I've done for Noel, say yes to new adventures. So basically to do a sponsored post is so simple. So I'm just going to scroll down. Whoops. Not letting me scroll. Here we go. Okay. So you can see here I shared that World Schooling walk away from the stress post to this page. So I can't boost that because I've shared it from my personal page. But if we just scroll down a little bit more, I'll find one that I can boost. My computer's just struggling because I've got too many things open.
No, it's an apple, isn't it?
Oh, ha, ha. All right. So here's something, so you can pre-schedule posts, and this is one of my things that every Tuesday I have a post which is the health benefits of holidays. So it's just a different image each time, and you can see here it says holidays strengthen relationships. Time spent with a partner or family members during holidays allows you to bond with these people in ways that transcend the usual how was your day discussions. Experts has discovered that time together in the form of a holiday builds personal bonds and increases family connectedness. Couples and families who holiday together stay together. Now, I don't have a call to action on that, which normally I would, but these type of posts I pretty much do once a week. Now, you can see there, I can boost that post. Now, this wouldn't be a good post to boost because I don't have a call to action. I'm just going to see if I've got one. Okay, so this one here does have a call to action. So this was a post that I did on the last day of the $99 sale. Now, Facebook won't boost posts if the text is more than 20% of the image. So that's probably 25%. So that might not get boosted either, but we'll try it. I'll show you how it works. So basically you find a post that's already ideally got engagement on it. So it's already got likes and comments. So then you click boost post. Now this is going to blow your brain. You can go in here. So who do you want to send? So I'll just go back up, sorry. So you can actually choose your audience. So you can see here it says people you choose through targeting. So I can go people who like my page. So Terry, you've got a couple hundred likers. You can just boost it to people who like your page. You can boost it to people who like your page and their friends. And these are a couple of other groups that I've created, or people you choose through targeting. So let's just edit that. I didn't think I was going to cover this today, but it's cool. So you can have your posts go to men and women, or you can choose men or women. So if I'm going to target busy mums who want a balanced bucket list lifestyle, I would target women. I can choose their age. And look at this, I can choose where they live. You can even break that down to city. So like Vera, you could just target people who are in Auckland. You can be that specific. You could even put in postcodes. Now here, you can include behaviors. You can include demographics. You can include interests. So look at this. I use an iPhone. So I want people who like iPhones. I'm a Mac girl. So I want people who use a MacBook Air like me. And I love coffee. So I want to have people who drink coffee. And I like my glasses of wine. So I want people who drink wine.
You've had one you couldn't spell.
I know. And of course, I love to travel. So I'm going to pick, oh, what have we got here? Frequent travelers. Let's go. My peeps love Bali. Let's go Bali. Maybe they're even interested in homeschooling. So homeschooling. And what's a cool book that they might like for personal development? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And maybe they like 4-hour work week. You can see how specific you can get with this, right? Now, they're a mum, so school mum. Now, check this out. Children aged, parents with children aged 6 to 8. Can you see how crazy this is? Married. What else? They want freedom. Oh, no, don't like any of those. They don't look good. All right, scrap freedom. They are, jobs. Let's say they are a manager, M-A-N-A-G-E-R. So they're a manager. And what else? They like basketball, because I like basketball. And maybe they like They want to be debt free. Oh, I know. So they're reading Barefoot Investor. Barefoot Investor. All right. We'll leave it at that for now. So you can see now I've put in all of those things, and that particular post, you can see it's in the green. So that's actually still fairly broad. So you don't want it to be broad. Ideally, you want to get it into this red zone, which is really, really specific, but green's okay. I'd prefer to be a bit more this side, but you can see there, if I save that demographic, that's going to go out to about 2.6 million people is my potential reach with all of those demographics. That's pretty cool, hey?
Yeah. Would you cut that numbers back just by being more specific on your location?
Yeah, exactly. Hang on, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. So you can be more specific on your location and also add in more interests and likes and stuff like that. And also bringing the age down. So the age that I had there was 35 to 55. So if I actually, let me just quickly show you that. Share. And what's really cool is if I have women aged 35 to 39, oops, why is that? Oh, there we go. So you can see that that's 35 to 53, which is quite broad. So I could have 35, and Noel, yesterday you were saying, could I have people who are, whatever your star sign was, well, you could actually pick what like date their birthday is. So that's pretty cool too. You could put in star signs. So you can see now that's only going to go to people who are aged 35 to 39. So then in my copy, I could be, talking to, so I was a mum, I was approaching 40 and I was dealing with this, and then other mums who are approaching 40, which is all I'm sending it to, are going to be thinking, oh my gosh, I want to read her story because I'm also a mum who's approaching 40. So then you're specifically talking their language.
Yeah, common ground.
And you can see there, that's brought that down to 800,000 people. And ideally, you want to have it under 1 million because otherwise it does just tend to be too broad. So, yeah. So questions?
No, I love it. Thanks, Kylie.
That's okay. And hey, you don't have to do sponsored posts. Like I have only done a handful, like maybe 6 or 8 sponsored posts in the whole time I've been going. So start with the free stuff. Especially if you haven't done this before, like just start doing the free stuff. You can set up a page, that's free. But the biggest thing that's getting the most traction and engagement on Facebook right now is Facebook Lives. That is the most powerful way to reach your audience. Like that video that we did for Noel yesterday, that wasn't even a live. We just got my iPhone, took a video, and then I shared it exactly the same way that you would share a photo. So if you're kind of feeling a bit nervous and unsure about doing a Facebook Live, just do a video. Start with a video, and then as you build confidence, you can go to a live. And honestly, I was sweating bullets the first time I did a live. Like I did my first live 3 years ago, and I was shaking. I was so freaking nervous. I think my live went for like 3 minutes because I was so bloody nervous. And, but it had like over 1,000 views. Like it was ridiculous because I hadn't done a live before. So you'll be the same with your stuff. So the sooner you can do lives, and here's the cool thing to remember. You don't have to be great to start, but you got to start to be great. Yeah. So when I started, I sucked at videos, and just remember, every master was once a disaster. But I look at my videos and compare them to John and Nadia and go, oh my gosh, like they are amazing. But Paulie did something really cool because he used to freak out about videos. So do you want to share what you did and how you were able to get more comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, I did my own 30-day challenge. So I did a video each day. I didn't post. I think I posted 3, but the rest I just...
One was to Dave Ulloa.
Kept to myself. But, for the first week, it was like I had a massive stutter, blah, 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 blah. It was just like 10 takes before I got a minute message out. on video that, you know, I thought looked respectable. But after 30 days, it just became more comfortable to be in front of the camera. And obviously, you know, from then on, I felt more comfortable. But then obviously Kylie just ups the ante and she sticks the camera in your face. So I've learned to become...
I'm picking on Noel now.
More, what's the word?
Confident?
Well, I'm more confident with video, but I'm more at ease with being put in on the spot. That was it, on the spot. Because Kylie does that all the time. She just like, bang, we're going to do this. What are you going to talk about? I don't know.
That was a good comment.
But, you know, before...
But it shows that it's real. It's funny.
Yeah.
Before that, if Kylie had said, you know, done that to me, I'd just disappear, say nothing. But, you know, it was. I was amazed in myself, to be honest, in the 30 days. Like the first week was just absolutely horrendous. And seriously, there was some days it took me 10 takes to actually say, hey, the weather's good today. It was just hilarious when I looked at them. I'm glad I didn't post them. But, you know, it was just getting comfortable in front of the camera. And, you know, it's obviously depending on how you hold your phone. You know, if you're looking at yourself, not looking at the camera, you know, that can make a difference as well.
So when you're doing your live, so obviously you're holding it like selfie mode like that, unless you've got a tripod. And look, just invest in a tripod. Like you can get really cheap ones. I've got the one I've got on right now that you can't see. Noel's seen it. It's like got a thing that holds my phone and it's got a light. So like you can see the difference. See if I turn that off and I turn it back on. So you can get really swishy ones. But again, like I got that for Christmas. So I've had it like, it's like my new toy. So exciting. But when you go live, you're going to see yourself in the screen. So you're not looking at the screen. You want to look at the camera. That's the key, is look here, not at yourself. Because when you look at yourself, you get distracted with, oh, crap, my hair's not right. And, oh, shit, I've got something in my teeth. And so just make sure you look at that little dot and then you won't get distracted. Nancy, I just saw your comment. So in case you guys haven't seen it, it says, thank you. I was saying to my husband, I want to share to more people through Facebook, but don't know how. But this has really got me excited. I'm going to have to call Vera over so I can get started and even practice video live. Watch this space. So if you can go live together, like that is the most powerful thing that you can do. And ask each other questions and you can practice it for your first few. Like write down, okay, what are we going to talk about today? Now, with John and Nadia Melton, and I know I've been ramming on about them, like I just have learned so much from them in the last 2 months since I've been working with them. And I did their first video challenge. Wow. They, with all of their brand new team members, they get their new team members to go live to do their launch video, to launch their business. So basically they jump on and say, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited. I've just started a new business. And then they share why they've started their new business. They don't share what the business is, but what it does is people see them so excited and you're sharing your why, which obviously other people are going to resonate with. So then people reach out and go, oh my gosh, like what's your business? What are you doing? And of course, then, you know, you send them the link or whatever, you know, system that you're using, inviting them to a travel party or whatever. And the cool thing is those launch videos, people aren't used to doing videos. They're really nervous. They screw it up. But what happens is people see these shockingly bad videos and go, shit, if they can do it, I can do it. So it's actually better if your video is not perfect. So Paul and I these days, like very rarely do we prepare, or if we do, we might have a heading and 3 key points. And by 3 key points, we might have like 3 words, which are just a prompter that we're going to talk about because we want it to be real. We want it to be raw.
And even like when Kylie did the 30-day challenge or 21-day challenge, video challenge, you know, we'd have the 3 things like spoken about before, and Kylie have them written in a book, but my eyes aren't that good, so I can't read. And she'd say, now, Paul, what's number 2? And it's like,
I don't know. And people would just be like smashing the heart button and they'd be laughing. The amount of people who sent us private messages going, oh my gosh, we just love your videos. You two are hilarious. You inspire us. And we watch your videos all the time. Now, they'd never liked a video. They'd never commented. We didn't know they were watching, but people are watching you. And if you've not done live videos and all of a sudden you start doing these live videos and, they're entertaining, they're inspiring, they're educational, then people are going, oh my gosh.
Well, even if you just start doing them, like, there's so many people that
are too scared.
They're too scared to. They won't do videos. So it doesn't matter how good or not so good it is. They just look and go, wow, I wish I could do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I ask another question? Do you have a preferred length for those videos?
That's a very good question. So there is, personally for me, if I'm watching a video, like I would prefer it to be shorter because I'm busy. I don't have time. But in saying that, if John Melton goes live, his lives are always an hour and I watch the whole damn thing because I just know it's so inspiring. If it's someone who I'm not inspired by, I'm not even going to watch their video. So for me, some of our videos, like we like to keep ours more like to that 8 minutes if we're just going to do a quick share. So it's under 10 minutes. If I'm going to do a more in-depth one, so when I do the marketing, so every Monday on my Kylie Cordy page, I have Marketing Monday. So I do Marketing Monday at 1:11 p.m. and they're usually longer. So they're normally more like 20 to 30 minutes. Whereas if we're just doing a live on our personal page, we prefer to keep it shorter, like under 10 minutes, but it just depends.
Kylie has thousands of words to get out, so it's not usually happening.
But it also depends on the engagement. Like if you've got lots of people who were on live with you and they're bouncing off you, then you just kind of go with it. So don't get stressed. Vera says, I was thinking 1 minute.
Hey, 1 minute to start is awesome.
I'm thinking about going for a minute, then going, oh, Ed.
You guys have heard of Johnny.
That got me to 2 minutes.
Johnny Wimbury, he's 3 times IMD. So on Instagram, he does these really cool motivational, like he's a red, like it's just a full on raw, and it's say it in a minute. And it's basically 1 minute jam packed of all of this inspiration, and literally on the 59 seconds, it disappears. It's gone. So you could do say it in a minute, and and I can tell you that's a bloody challenge. Like you think that that's easy because it's shorter. It's harder to say something in a minute than it is to say it in a longer period of time.
There's a really good book out there by Willie Jolly, 60 Seconds.
Yep.
And he does that stuff. He had a radio show in America and he'd do it in 60 seconds. His whole show was 60 seconds, end of deal.
Perfect.
And it's really good.
Yep.
Really good.
Yeah. No, it's great. But look, I would just say go with whatever length you feel comfortable with. So Vera, if you feel like a minute is your deal, great. Go with a minute. And the more you do, you'll just kind of get into your own swing anyway. So just as a little bit of a format for your Facebook Live videos. So before you jump on, be intentional and know what you want to share. Now, I'm not saying rehearse it, script it, like you don't want to do that. But just kind of go, okay, well, this is what I'm going to talk about. These are my 2 or 3 key points. And again, you could just have a word for each of those. But then at the end, you need a call to action. So what do you want them to do? Because it's not just about putting videos out. You actually want them to take action. There's got to be a reason behind doing the video. Now, it might just be like, comment, share. Or it might be tag someone who you think would benefit, or it might be reach out to me and send me a message, or like in my case now, because I've got links, like click this link for more information. So there just needs to be something that you want them to do at the end, but don't ask them to do 10 things. Like you just want them to do one thing. Keep it simple. And when you first start, because you're going to be nervous, don't worry about engaging with people because that's just going to freak you out. Just talk to that little dot on the camera. Don't actually look at the screen. Just get out what you got to get out and then get off. And then as you get more comfortable, then you actually see names scrolling up. So you can see who's actually jumping on your live video. So you know now with Paulie and I, like Paul will be talking and I'll be going, hey Vera, hey Nancy, hey Noel, great to have you on, or vice versa. And we're engaging with your audience. But from the statistics, probably 95% of the people who watch your live, they're going to catch the replay. They're not going to get it on live. So yes, you want to engage with people who were on live, but you also want to, like, more people are going to watch the replay. So when people first started doing lives, the old school way was, oh, I'm just going to waste some time for the next 5 minutes and let some people jump on.
That's my biggest pet peeve. And if they do it for more than 30 seconds, I click out.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, we're just hanging, we'll just chill. We'll wait for some people to get on. It's like, I won't repeat what I normally say.
Yeah. We just jump off. We haven't got time to sit around for them to get started. Like, you're on, freaking talk or get off.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What?
Did it involve improper use of an iron?
Oh dear. So so just jump straight on. I usually just kind of talk about my day or what I've been doing or where I'm at first. So you kind of filling up 30 seconds to a minute of space anyway, just as an intro. So it'd be like, hey everyone, oh my gosh, what's up? Where are you? What are you up to today? I hope you're having a great weekend. We're down here in Port Macquarie. We're at the beach and, got the kids and da-da-da-da-da-da. And okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is, so you've kind of actually fluffed for 30 seconds anyway, without saying, I'm just going to wait for some people to jump on, because I think that's really disrespectful for the people who are on with you. And I know it frustrates us, so I'm sure it would frustrate others as well. All right, that's us done. So questions, what was your greatest takeaway? What action are you taking? Over to you guys.
Mine was just go and do something about it. Get it started now. I've done a few videos during this last 2 months, which has just been a little bit crazy for me, but moving in the direction of where I've landed today, because, I got my book yesterday. It's all done, all dusted. And I'll be thinking about what I'm going to do over the weekend, and I'll be doing some videos, so watch this space.
Yay! That's so awesome, Terry. And you've got so much wisdom to share. Like, you are amazing. So yeah, create some curiosity. Just share one thing each day. And when we're planning out like a video challenge, like, just set yourself a video challenge. Say, right, I'm going to do this for 21 days or 30 days or 7 days, like whatever it is. And then we literally just in our journal, we'll write out all of the topics that we're going to talk about for the next however long. And then on the day, you don't have to think about it. You just go, oh, yeah, I'm going to talk about this today. And then you just go.
Unless you're out. Oh, we've got to do our video. Oh, what was the topic? Oh, I don't know.
I'm sort of prepared in that area because I've done a synopsis on my book, because I sent it out to publishers. And I can actually turn that into a 45 to 60-minute talk, public speaking-wise.
Perfect.
So each video is just going to be the synopsis of each chapter and just expanded on that I can do that for a couple of minutes.
Brilliant, Terry. That is so awesome. And do it as a live, because live, so if you think, so a picture speaks 1,000 words, a video speaks 1,000,000 words. Well, a live video is like 1,000,000,000,000. The reach and the engagement, like all the algorithms in Facebook favor live videos. They want people.
Well, that was one of my questions about the benefits of it. So did you know, just on a side issue, did you know during the week that Apple shut Facebook down, the apps and everything? Yeah. Facebook was using some apps to gather privacy information that's against Apple's privacy laws.
Right.
And Apple went and shut down because most of them in Facebook use iPhones, and they shut all the apps down on the Facebook, people who work for Facebook, every single one of them, all their normal apps, even they couldn't order food online. They'd have to go out and go to the coffee shop for a change now.
I must say,
it was like the $18 billion man trying to squash the $1 trillion company, and he got shown really solidly.
That's
they have enough of our information, and any app needs any information from me. I just, as much as I obviously wanted it because I clicked on it, I won't download it. I'll just get out of it.
Do you suggest also, just another thing there, Colin, do you suggest putting the Facebook pixel attached to the videos as well?
Sorry,
you get a Facebook pixel where if you run an ad or a post or whatever, and the people who watch it, next time they come online, it'll be put in front of them again.
Yeah.
Right? I've got that on my website for the actual selling on the shop.
Yeah.
And really powerfully came to me when my brother died. I booked my flights to Mackay through Rovia.
Yeah.
And then I checked the price for get the price comparison, see if you can get the refund.
Yep.
And I checked Webjet or Skyscanner or something like that, Skyscammer. And
you get all the posts from them.
Yeah. And I thought, no, it was cheaper. It was actually when I booked through Rovia at that stage, I was checking out and it came up and said, oh, we've just saved you another $6. So that was my first experience of
crazy.
Of Rovia. When I came back onto Facebook a couple of hours later, the very first thing I saw was an ad from Skyscanner saying, we've got a better price than you. And they had my actual booking, my seat on the plane, everything in front of me. And when I clicked through, it was just a con because their price was dear anyway. But they had exactly what I'd booked through another company. They had in front of me on Facebook.
Crazy. It happens all the time. And all the devices are linked. So if you look at something on your phone or your computer, then you go on the other device and then you're going to get those because of those cookies and things.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Yeah. Hey guys, just quickly, I want to share these stats with you. So 78% of the population, so 78% watch online videos every week. 55% of the population watch online videos every day. Viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in video compared to just 10% when reading it in text.
Yeah.
So that is the power of video. It is crazy.
Because most of us are visual.
Most of us are visual. All right, so Vera, what was your
videos?
So Vera, what were your takeaways? What action are you taking, or any questions?
Well, just seeing that guy that you're following for the kids, Caleb.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I mean, just to get all those people. I mean, you're posting something to him, and just to see all those other people that are now interested in what you're doing.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool, like a good way of doing it. And like Nancy said, creating the page or creating another page so it creates the interest, the curiosity of those people. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So it's something for us to look into and maybe starting a live video.
Yay! So put in the chat when you're going to go live so we can jump on, because the more viewers and likes and comments you get, the more engagement you're going to get. So well done.
No pressure, but
Love it. And so Nancy, what was your greatest takeaway? What was the most valuable part, or any questions?
Oh, I thank you all for today, because I've learned so much. I've got so much inspiration coming out of there. I've got a lot of stuff to do this week. The 3-step setup, the book, questions and answers, and doing the live video, which I'm looking forward. I'm actually going to get Vera to hurry up and get over here so we can start practicing.
Get in the car, girlfriend.
I'd say, what are you still talking for me? Get over here. But no, I've just learnt so much, because that was my one thing I said to my husband last night. I want to share, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
I want to do it through Facebook, but I don't want to look creepy, like I'm being a creep for everyone's pages. And that's just really inspired me. Also.
Yay! And look, two really good people to follow who are both IMDs. Millie Leong, who is based in Singapore. So her name is Millie, Millie, and her surname is Leung. So she was our trainer for acceleration, and she actually came out and was our trainer the day Paul and I hit senior rep. So she's awesome. She's really good with social media. So it's really good to follow people like her to get ideas. Actually, another one in Australia is Jen Clark and also Lou Hardy. they both share a fair bit on Facebook as well. But the master at this stuff within World Ventures is Matt Morris. If you like and follow Matt Morris's page, he does a live video nearly every day. And the more you start watching and listening to other people, it just gives you ideas. But here's the biggest thing that I'll say is don't get caught in the trap of comparing yourself to someone who's been doing this for 10 years. And just remember that, you don't have to be great to start. You just have to start to be great. Every master was once a disaster. We all sucked in the beginning. You got to get the sucky videos out and just keep going and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I just might be the first Pope vacuum cleaner you've ever seen.
I mean, even I think admission. So,
Yes.
saying that you're nervous and this is my first live, or I've only done a couple of lives and I'm still freaking out. Just telling people that puts you at ease, but then it lets them know how you are.
Yeah.
Which is very powerful.
It's so powerful. And actually, so Lee Evans, so I introduced Lee, who introduced Angelina, who introduced Christine, who introduced Susie, who introduced you guys. So when we were over there for the New Zealand launch, I was at Lee. You've got to go live. You've got to go live. You've got to do a live video. And she was freaking out. And so I said, do it on fear. Like, do your video on fear. Talk about fear, how you are freaking out. You're so scared to do this video, but you've gone, she swears a lot, so fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. And she did. And like her live video was probably only 2.5 minutes long. And then she shared and I'm here at, this huge big launch. There's 500 people here. We're launching our new travel business. We're so excited. And anyway, I got to go. And then she was off. And from that video, like, she had so many views and so many people commenting going, oh my gosh, good on you. I couldn't do a live video. Like, wow, well done. And that just then gave her the confidence that then she could do more as well. So, yeah. But yeah, that's a really good point, Paulie, to just say, oh my gosh, I'm so freaking out right now. I've never done this before. And yeah, people will just be like that because everyone loves the underdog, right? So then they'll just be cheering you. Alrighty. Big fella, Nolly, bring us home, buddy. What was your greatest takeaway, biggest lesson learned? And you are muted, so you need to unmute.
Can you see me? Yep. So, hey, I've had an incredible week and hanging out with Kylie because, man, what a coach. We've got people above us that are going to help us. So reach out, tell them what you want. And like videos, I've never done. Kylie used to always say to me, you got to do a video. And yesterday when we started, I've gone, what are we going to freaking talk about? And I've gone, like down there we're ringing somebody and I'm saying, I'm trying to find somebody. And she's gone, look, and then she pressed a button. And he said, they're ringing you. I've gone, wow. But you know what? If you think about things sometimes too much, you procrastinate. So if you just do it, like the Nike ad, just do it, but now because of that video, totally out of my comfort zone, was going to say just crazy, but it's real.
Yeah.
And you know what, like it's 600, nearly 700 people there. People, and you know what, for the next probably 3 or 4 days, I'm just signing people up. So, like, I wanted to be marketing director by Momentum. Just by doing one video, stepping out of your comfort zone, you know what? I can be marketing director probably by the end of February.
Yeah, we all could be.
And it just went from, well, I didn't really want to do it, but you know what? I need to do it. You got to step up.
I was a little bit persuasive.
How can you say no to Kylie? She says you're going to do. She's gone, wow, next minute she's talking about, next minute we're talking about it. I'm going, wow, but you know what? It's all about the journey, guys. It's all about, having fun and just have fun with it. Like we were coming back and Kylie said, oh, you got to take some pictures and things like that. And Sarah, she's gone, well, we just need to get home and, and things like that. And I said, come on, this is our business. And the thing is, it creates an income for yourself. So how hard is it taking pictures to make money? Like, really? Like, if that's the hardest thing you got to do, like a guy rang me up yesterday, he's seen the post, and I've had that many people ring me, I've got to get back. And he said he was in Roma, it was 46 degrees, and you know what? And he's gone, man, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm doing it. And then I said, well, man, I need your name, your phone number, all this sort of stuff, Hasn't
seen a presentation, mind you. Just got his details and signed him up.
So you know what? It's just sometimes when you go outside your comfort zone, you don't know what you're going to achieve. It's just like anything. It's just pushing through the pain and the fear sometimes can change your life. Like here I am wanting to be marketing director by Momentum. You know what? I work with Kylie. We do a few more videos. We answer. We could be IMD by Momentum. That's how stupid something. And it's not stupid, but you know what? It's you know what? It's just like tipping a little bit of fuel on a fire, and next minute it's just gone woof. You don't know. You don't know who the next person you show the business to, or somebody sees your video and gone, like, what's gonna, like, the guy who rang me yesterday, the first guy, he said, I'll have to get his wife to help me because he can't read and write. I said, you know what, mate, neither could I. I couldn't read and write until I was 26, What I was going to say, because I was always doing labourer jobs. I had my first job when I was 14. So I couldn't read and write. So being a doctor, a lawyer and all that sort of stuff, and they live in flash houses, that wasn't going to happen for me. But you know what? This business, anybody can be great. You can be great in this business, and you don't have to be great, but you can be great. Absolutely. Because you can learn so much, and it's so flexible. Like guys, 5-year-old kids play with phones every day. Just press play. Check this out. What am I checking out? Man, you got to see it. Just get excited. Get excited because you know what, people, I sponsored 5 people in, like they said I had to get wings. I never had a passport in my life. I've never been anywhere, and they've gone, I got these wings. I sponsored the first 5 people. I didn't friggin' know nothing. And I just play. And I've just been pressing play to senior rep, What I was going to say, and I still, you know what, Kylie does a fantastic thing, Hey, I'll just keep on, hey, maybe just by making that video yesterday, stepping out of my zone, you know what, I might be saying on the stage, I've just been pressing play, haven't not done a presentation, I'm an IMD, so maybe I need to learn how to do that.
So, Dolly, are you going to go live today? That's the $1 million question.
Yeah, I'm going to start doing them because you know what?
No, hang on.
Yep, we're back.
Are you going to go live today?
Yes, I'll go live today.
And what time are you going live today, Noel?
Sorry?
What time are you going to go live today?
At this stage, I'm not real sure because I've got about 10 people to put in my business signing up.
Just pick a time. Give us a time. Come on.
Probably about 4 o'clock because...
4 o'clock Queensland time.
Yeah, because...
What are you going to talk about, Noel?
What am I going to talk about?
No pressure.
I don't know. Hey, you know what?
I don't know is not an answer.
Just living life.
Living life. Okay, so 4 o'clock Queensland time, which is 5 o'clock our time, which is 7 o'clock for New Zealand. We're all going to be online ready for Noel, who's going to go live talking about living life. I love it.
Living life in my backyard,
Now, hey, listen, we've been online for a while, so I'm really respectful. I like to keep our team calls to an hour. So let's call it for today. But, oh, my gosh, so inspired by you. You are amazing, and we are just so privileged and honoured to be on this journey with each of you. Like, we just feel so blessed to be part of your team, and you guys inspire us so, so much. And as Paulie said yesterday, you know, you will inspire us to work harder and to do more. And we just want to say thank you. We appreciate you, and we love you so, so much.
Hey, and I love you guys too, and we can all do it together. Just like we just need to link arms and let's run together.
Well,
you know, I was going to say,
go team.
Yeah, you know what? We can all do it. You know what? If I can do it, anybody can.
We love you, Nolly. You're awesome.
You know, and a lot of the people, what's the name? They knew that I haven't got a good education, but you know, one thing, I can work hard, and stickability. You got to do stickability. You know what?
Just and you're excited. You're passionate. You've got drive.
Just keep on doing it until you get it right.
That's it. Go put them 10 people in.
Yeah, you got to get 10 people in, and we're going to see you go live at 4 o'clock.
Woo. Sounds great.
Awesome. Mwah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. And I'll put the recording up in the team page as soon as it loads.
Have a great day, everyone.
Okay. Bye.
See you guys.